Welcome to our latest video, 12 everyday products you should never put under the sink. It's riskier than you think. In this eye-opening guide, we'll reveal why certain household items, from common cleaners to fragile products, can pose serious risks when stored in your kitchen or bathroom. Join us as we break down each category and explain the potential dangers, ensuring your home remains a safe environment for you and your family. Let's dive in. 1. Bleach and ammonia-based cleaners. Your under-sink cabinet might seem like the perfect spot for cleaning supplies, but storing bleach and ammonia-based cleaners in the same cabinet is a recipe for disaster, as a small, unnoticed leak from both containers could allow the chemicals to mix on the cabinet floor. When bleach mixes with ammonia, it creates chloramine gas, which can cause shortness of breath and chest pain. The mixture of ammonia and chlorine bleach creates toxic chloramine gas, and improper mixing of bleach and acidic cleaners can create chlorine gas, which can trigger an asthma attack after a single high-level exposure. In 2023, the 55 U.S. poison control centers provided telephone guidance for nearly 2.1 million human poison exposures, and chemical mixing incidents continue to be a significant concern. Statistics show that there are several thousand unwitting accidents of this kind every year in the UK alone, with recent examples of mixing cleaning agents resulting in generation of toxic fumes and leading to hospitalizations and fatalities. 2. Dishwasher pods and detergent capsule. Storing dishwasher pods under your kitchen sink is a natural choice, as it's typically in close proximity to the dishwasher, but keeping dishwasher pods under the sink exposes them to potential water leaks or spills from plumbing fixtures or pipes, and water exposure can cause the pods to dissolve or break down prematurely, rendering them ineffective. The detergent capsules and concentrated liquids under the kitchen sink can harm children too. They can cause accidental poisoning but also squirt into the eyes and cause damage. Even some cleaning products, including dishwasher pods and colorful spray bottles, can be dangerous and entice curiosities for paws or tiny fingers. These brightly colored pods look remarkably similar to candy, making them particularly hazardous for households with young children or pets. 3. Electronic appliances and small kitchen gadgets. There's nothing more convenient than having your go-to handheld vacuum easily accessible after dinner, but leaving it under the sink risks damaging it in the event of a leaky pipe or other moisture. Anything electrical should absolutely not be stored under the sink where it could get wet, and small kitchen appliances should be given another home. Moisture and electricity do not go well together, as moisture can cause corrosion and damage delicate electrical connections, plus create a hazard if the appliance you plug in has moisture anywhere in the unit, visible or not. Typically, you'll want to keep any electronic appliances, or even battery-operated ones, away from areas at risk of water leaks or excessive moisture, as this could quickly destroy the essential components of the devices. 4. Batteries and battery-powered devices. Under sink storage areas may experience temperature fluctuations, especially in kitchens where hot water pipes or appliances create additional heat, and these temperature changes can affect the performance and lifespan of batteries, causing them to lose charge more quickly or even leak. Whether it is batteries, household bleach or other dangerous chemicals, or anything flammable, these are items that can spontaneously combust in the wrong conditions, so keep them in a garage, basement or laundry room in cool, dry conditions. Battery leakage can create corrosive conditions that damage not only the batteries themselves but also surrounding items. The combination of moisture and temperature fluctuations under the sink creates the perfect storm for battery failure and potential chemical burns. 5. Paper products and towels. While under the sink may be a convenient place to store paper supplies like paper towels, paper bags, and tissues, it may be one of the worst storage spots for them, as these items can be easily damaged by water or the moisture a sink gives off. The space under your kitchen sink may seem like a great place to keep backup paper towels, paper bags, or napkins handy, but these items are in danger of being destroyed by moisture and leaky pipes. You'll want to avoid storing any items that can be damaged due to a leaky faucet, as this can also cause mold and bacteria to build up. Even without a major leak, the humid environment under the sink can turn your paper products into a breeding ground for mold and mildew. 6. Compressed gas canisters and aerosol sprays. These containers of compressed, flammable gas are extremely sensitive to heat and can explode if the temperature rises too high, and the proximity to the dishwasher or other heat sources makes the under-sink area a dangerously volatile storage location. Always store these fuel canisters in a cool, well-ventilated space like a garage or outdoor shed, away from living areas. Paint cans and spray cans should stay out of the house, as the mixture of chemicals make the products hazardous, and those items should also stay away from appliances that use gas, such as a stove or water heater. The combination of heat, moisture, and potential electrical hazards under the sink creates an extremely dangerous environment for pressurized containers. 7. Pesticides and insecticides. Chemicals designed to eliminate pests or weeds are highly toxic and should be handled with extreme care, and the under-sink cabinet is often easily accessible to curious children and pets, making it a dangerous storage spot for these poisons, as accidental ingestion can have devastating or fatal consequences. Keeping insecticides and pesticides under the sink makes them easily accessible to children and pets, and these products contain chemicals that can be dangerous if ingested. These potent chemicals must be stored in a secure, locked cabinet, preferably in a garage or shed where they are out of reach. Although children under the age of 6 were involved in 40% of poisoning exposures in 2022, they comprised only 1.8% of poisoning deaths, but prevention remains crucial. 8. Pet food and animal supply. Storing pet food around chemicals is a safety hazard, as if you store these items together or around each other, spills can happen or the harsh chemicals can seep into your pet's food, which can be very dangerous for your furry friends. Sure, the sink is right there next to the dog bowls, or near where you are making your breakfast, but anything that any member of your family is going to eat, furry family included, should not be stored under the sink. The under-sink area's exposure to cleaning chemical vapors and potential leaks makes it completely unsuitable for storing anything edible. Your pets deserve the same protection from contaminated food as human family members. 9. Fire extinguishers. In case of a fire emergency, quick and easy access to a fire extinguisher is essential, and storing it under a crowded sink can impede accessibility. Storing it under a crowded sink can impede accessibility, and humidity can corrode the metal components and compromise its functionality over time. Fire extinguishers need to be easily accessible during emergencies, and the cramped, humid environment under the sink can both hinder quick access and damage the device. Every second counts in a fire emergency, and you can't afford to waste time digging through clutter under the sink. 10. Flammable products and solvents. Under sink areas are often close to heat sources such as water heaters, pipes, or appliances like dishwashers, and flammable products stored in these areas can easily ignite if heat exposure leads to a fire, and if a flammable liquid leaks under the sink, it can pool or spread, increasing the risk of fire. Flammable products, such as solvents, thinners, polishes, and some cleaners don't go under the kitchen sink. The combination of heat from hot water pipes and the confined space creates a perfect environment for vapor accumulation. Even a small electrical spark from a garbage disposal or other appliance could ignite these vapors, creating a catastrophic fire hazard. 11. Makeup and beauty products. Makeup should be stored in a cool, dry place, and temperature fluctuations and humidity, which are common under the bathroom sink, can impact the quality and shelf life of makeup products, as extreme temperatures can cause certain ingredients to degrade, affecting the effectiveness and safety of the products. Hair tools, like straighteners and curling irons, which have electrical components, can be damaged if they come in contact with water from leaky pipes under the sink. Beauty products contain delicate formulations that can separate, spoil, or become contaminated in the humid under-sink environment. The investment you've made in quality cosmetics deserves better protection than a damp cabinet prone to leaks. 12. Light bulbs and fragile items. If you use the area under your sink a lot because your trash can is there, keeping things that are made of delicate materials, like glass, isn't a good idea, as they can get damaged and pose a safety hazard when tossed around, and light bulbs are very fragile and it's best to keep them in a spot where they're less likely to be crushed. While the moisture isn't great for these, it is actually their delicacy that makes light bulbs not terrific for under-sink storage, as they are so easy to break, and when they shatter, and trying to clean up tiny shards of glass under the sink is a giant pain. The high-traffic nature of under-sink storage means frequent movement and potential impacts. Glass items don't just create a mess when they break, they create a safety hazard that's particularly dangerous in a confined space where you might be reaching blindly for other items. 13. Conclusion. The space under your sink might seem like convenient storage, but it's actually one of the most hazardous areas in your home for certain products. That small space under your sink holds more potential hazards than you might realize, and by moving dangerous chemicals, flammable items, and moisture-sensitive products to safer locations, you eliminate a host of hidden risks. Making these simple changes isn't just about organization, it's about protecting your family's health and safety. It is possible to store items safely under the kitchen sink, but you must take some precautions, including never storing chemicals or toxic materials in this area, keeping the area dry and free of moisture, and checking for any leaks or holes. The small effort of relocating these 12 categories of items could prevent a household disaster or even save a life. Did you expect that your under-sink storage habits could be putting your family at such risk?